Hello everybody. I don't know. So I updated my graphics card and apparently like everything went kaput. So if you're here for like that minute and a bit, I do apologize. Yeah, we're starting very late today. It's almost 3 o'clock. It's been a slow morning, as I was kind of mentioning. But we're gonna, instead of playing Final Fantasy today, I'm just gonna play some WoW. Not really in the mood for some high-end thinking with Final Fantasy. Not really high-end, but you know. And plus, I've been wanting to get back on the Rogue. Like, it's been itching to play. It's like we didn't play the last 2 days. Babies didn't like to sleep. Yeah, that's kind of what was up. So we were like last night. Like it was like, oof, what? Rory woke up around 2 or so in the morning. Like we just finished like watching a couple shows, and we're like, okay, let's go to bed. And all of a sudden, she just screaming. So we got her up, kind of calmed her down, got her back to bed. And as soon as we put her down to bed, Addie started just losing her mind. We're like, ah. So this is like 3 o'clock at this point. We're like, okay, well, let's get her some food. So we fed her. And so, you know, it was like 3:30, almost 4 o'clock before we actually went to bed. It was a very, very long night. But it is what it is. Such is life, you know. It's going to happen. Especially since we just like moved Adeline into the other room with Rory. So they're kind of together now. So one can potentially wake the other one up, and it's going to be a little rough for the first bit, I think. It was 4 a.m. before sleep. Absolutely. So yeah, so it was a late day today. Yeah, still tired. Like I'm still feeling it. So, which is kind of why I'm not in the mood for Final Fantasy. Like I'm not super hyped up today or anything like that. I just want to kind of chill and, you know, just play some more of the Rogue. One thing I do want to note, once let's switch over here. This should load up. Perfect. One thing I want to show here on the notepad, yeah. So this 12 to 14 bit, I'm currently farming these kobolds right now. However, me and Lana were playing on Monday on our warrior, like this dude here. Come on, hide the notepad. So we were playing this warrior. She's got her pally. We're playing our duos, and we were just kind of grinding through some spots, kind of just doing some quests out in Westfall. And we came across some of the Defias that were like just outside of Sentinel Hill, because I was always looking for things that you could kill that were close to a vendor. And like these guys just kept spawning. Like they're just in this like small little crevice just outside of town, and they were spawning very fast. And I was like, oh, okay, well this kind of works if, you know, the town's right there. So all of a sudden, if I'm looking at a human kind of start point and I ignore this and I just say, you know, 12 to 14 are these Defias, what do we do for 10 to 12? Are we still going all the way out here, you know, into Dunmorrow just to kill some trogs? Or do we try to find something else, you know, more Elwyn Forest? Is it double N? I can't remember, but you know, somewhere around that. That's kind of one thing I would like to try to figure out. Probably not with this rogue, because he's already kind of past that, but that is something to consider. Because if we don't have to run all the way out here, then as a human, we're staying in Elwyn Forest for the first, you know, 12 levels, totally fine. And then we can move on to these guys. And then I have a feeling, just bear with me here, so we kind of took a small little peek, but you could probably do something along the lines of Moonbrook at this point. Potentially. It is a little scary for some of them, but it is an option. There is a vendor in Moonbrook, so you know, that is what it is. So let us hide the notepad for now. Let us get into here. And then the other thing I want to do, just give me a quick hot moment here. Scurry. What's scurry? Nothing scurry. Do, 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 do. Okay, grab that. Okay, what level are we right now? We are currently 13. One thing I probably should do in my descriptions as well, I was thinking about it, is actually put in my what the actual challenges are, like what the achievements I'm going for. What's full of changes? Are you talking about the achievements? Yeah, there's a bunch of new achievements that are not on the website right now. I think are pretty cool. There's some I want to look at and potentially go for. But we're in Elwyn, so let's just head over to Westfall and I'll show you the one spot I was talking about. And we'll grind that out until at least 14 and then kind of get an idea from there. How are we doing with everything else? I did get the strong fishing pole. I was working on fishing for cooking. These are the cooked ones that restore a decent amount of health, so I'm holding on to those. It's basically like a full heal. There's a post apparently about, oh, there's something about fresh servers. When did this come? I've not seen anything about this. Oh, that sounds amazing. But there's a lot of changes, you're saying? Like with the new servers? Alright, we're gonna get to Sentinel Hill, and then I'm gonna try to find that and look it up. I think it would be kind of cool. There's tons of changes to it. Oh, that's awesome. I want to see what those are. We'll kind of go over them and review them with the stream. Cool. Like the sounds of it. Cargo's just streaming stuff about it. Oh, is he on right now? How are people doing in the guild here? Oh, he's not online, but I mean, I guess that's fair. Oh, there's only 3 of us online right now? Jeez, what a slow day. What's happening? Are there fresh servers out now? Is that the thing? Am I missing something? Why is nobody on? Usually there's like 40 people on. Interesting. Okay, let's get to Sentinel Hill and we'll take a look and see what's going on. That mentioned some being seasonal. Oh, okay. That could be interesting if it is seasonal. I do want to look at that because if it is, that is something that could really like change up the rule set every single time. Like just add a small little feature in and be like, it's for this season. That's it. And kind of go from there. I think it's kind of cool. Like they could be like, okay, well this time it's going to be triple XP, and you know, have some fun with it. You know, you could there's so much they could do. Well, typically seasonal is like if you look at say Diablo, right? Every like whatever season they're on, they've implemented some new feature. Or they're trying some new feature and it only lasts for say 3 to 4 months and then it all resets. It'll be the next season with some brand new, you know, addition or change that just changes up the, you know, the meta or like what's going on. I think they're a lot of fun. I think it could be interesting. Yeah, once we get there, we'll look. I just find it interesting and bizarre that like almost nobody is online right now at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I quite literally mean like nobody. Like what about HC Elite? Okay, there's at least 50 people playing over there on that guild. Interesting. Okay. Almost there. Alright, we're basically here and safe. I'm just gonna go into stealth just to like be like uber safe. WoW fresh servers. I want something as of like the last like 24 hours. Okay, PC gamer. Okay, I'm just gonna read whatever is here on PC gamer, but here, let me load it up for you guys. So you can see what I'm looking at. Open that. Not sure how well you can read that. So let's zoom in a bit. Cancel that. And then actually I'm gonna... No, wrong button. That's what I want. I want to get rid of the ad just so we can see the good stuff. Alright, so new WoW Classic servers offer a fresh start with faster leveling, harder raids. New quality of life fixes and quicker update cycles will make these new Classic servers a much more accessible and fun experience. Major part of the appeal of World of Warcraft Classic was the ability to re-experience the launch of the landmark MMO. Brand new game has moved onto the Burning Crusade expansion. That experience is largely faded as the community has matured and focused more on endgame content. For players still hungry for that fresh start feeling, Blizzard is about to roll out an entirely new set of WoW Classic servers that require making a brand new character. Even more interesting though is that these new servers will also feature faster leveling speeds and harder raid bosses that release more frequently. called Seasons of Mastery. These new servers offer a chance for the community. Here, actually, let me move this so you can kind of still see me. But yeah, so new servers offer a chance for the community to collectively press reset and start WoW Classic from scratch. Everyone will be rushing to hit level 60 and tackle endgame raids exactly when Classic first launched back in 2019. But while the original Classic servers aim to recreate the original 2004 WoW as closely as possible, these new servers will feature a bunch of changes that will make the game more accessible, I'm assuming, to newcomers and more challenging for hardcore players. In a blog post detailing Seasons of Mastery, Blizzard explained that experience points earned from quests will get ramped up, so leveling will be much quicker this time around. There's also going to be some quality of life updates that make the classic grind less burdensome. All meeting stones found outside of dungeons will now be turned into summoning stones, which means you'll be able to use them to instantly summon party members to the dungeon entrance. Also says mining herbalism nodes will be much more common to account for the increased player population seen on classic servers. So far, my one issue with this, like the increased XP, the grind for like the hardcore scenario and thing, it's going to be a lot easier obviously to get from 1 to 60 if XP is like what, anywhere between 2-3 times, you know, normal XP rates. And if it's just from quests, all of a sudden stuff like the Bloodbath achievement stays hard, I guess. I don't know, like, let's just keep reading and we'll kind of see. Perhaps the biggest change, however, is that raids will be released more frequently and with bosses that offer much bigger challenge. Originally, Classic's endgame was chopped up into 6 phases that emulated how the MMO was released in 2004. Took 2 years, but with the Season of Mastery, Blizzard is speeding things up and looking to release all 6 phases within a year, which is also why leveling will be much quicker. I don't really think you need that though, right? Because in all honesty, if you were not doing, say, the hardcore challenge at all, and you were just leveling 1 to 60 normally, you know, maybe a month, 2 months at a high, like if you, and that's for like a casual gamer, not someone who's just, you know, sweating and just doing it all. If you're just sitting there doing it nonstop, you could probably do it in a week, easy. But for a casual person, like 2 months is nothing, really. So to have it like all released within a year, I think is fine without the XP boost. Let's see what else they got to say here. The decision to increase raid boss difficulty comes from the somewhat surprising observation that what was hard for players in the mid-2000s isn't that hard anymore. That is true. Back when WoW was first launched, its raids were notoriously difficult and many had to be nerfed so that more players could beat them. We were stupid and we had no idea what we were doing. Gamers are just smarter and better. And especially with a game as old as classic WoW, like with the amount of like private servers that have existed since then, like we've learned how to do all this. Okay, let's continue. With WoW Classic, Blizzard opted to use the already nerfed versions. Too easy for classic players, yep. The now Season of Mastery servers will use pre-nerf raid bosses to give players a more satisfying challenge. In addition to that, Blizzard is stripping away some of the useful tools players would use to help take down raid bosses. World buffs will no longer work in raid encounters, that's good. And bosses will have more HP. Seems fine. You can check out the full list of changes for Season of Mastery here. There's no release date for Season of Mastery quite yet, but Blizzard is launching an open beta on October 5th. I'm not opposed, like, this is where I'm like torn on betas for myself personally. I think they're totally cool and it allows us to like test things and stuff. Me personally, I hate spending time in something knowing it's just going to get deleted, says the guy playing hardcore. But yeah, it's that, if that is the case, that's coming real soon. I mean, that's like what, 5 days from now? Like, pretty good. Cool. Let's take a look and see what this all has to say. What's the difference in WoW Classic Season of Mastery? With the first release of WoW Classic, we're planning 6 months content release. Phase unlocks will happen faster, 12 months cadence. So if it's a 12-month cadence, I wonder, are they gonna reset, like, is this gonna cycle every year? Hypocrite, yeah, I know. Right? Like, is this gonna be the seasonal bit? Like, you know, January 1st every year? I would like it to be like January 1st, so it just coincides with everything. That to me would be nice. So like, you know, every year, you know, January 1st, new season starts up. That'd be cool. Phase 1, Molten Core, Onyxia, Maraudon, PvP Honor System, Battlegrounds, up to phases 3 and 4. I think that's totally cool. Because I think Maraudon didn't come out until like phase 2 last time. Or did it? Yeah, I think it did. I know Dire Maul was like phase 3 or something like that, but okay, so they're adding 2 world bosses in phase 2. And phase 2 is also when the PvP honor system kind of came out last time, but they're launching it right away. BWL, Dark Moon Fair. You can start getting the cards in the decks again. Zul'Gurub, Green Dragons, Anchorage, Nax. That all makes sense for that. It's just how quickly are these gonna come out? So if they got 6 phases over 12 months, you're probably expecting a new phase every 2 months. It's not bad. You know, like if you're like, okay, well, for 2 months we're just, you know, grinding Onyxia. Well, I guess this is like 4 months from here to here, right? Give or take. 4 months of doing Molten Core and Onyxia for your raids, but then you get the options of some world bosses. Raid boss update. Just a little harder. World boss are disabled. Restoring old mechanics. No debuff limit. Okay, so that's going to be a big change. Increased boss health. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Due to Season of Mastery's faster content release cadence, we're also planning several important improvements and changes. These include faster leveling. We're planning on increasing experience gains from what they were in the first iteration of WoW Classic. Our current plan is to set them close to what the 1 to 60 XP rates are in Burning Crusade Classic, with a bigger focus on quest XP increases. Okay. I think... I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but it's hard to say. Until like, I actually like see how that feels. Yeah. Quality of life updates. In addition, we're planning on introducing several improvements that weren't in the original Classic release. Okay, meeting stones converted to summoning stones, increased mining on herbalism nodes. Realms tend to be more densely populated in WoW Classic compared to the original 2005. Increasing gathering nodes should provide more consistency. Economy this time around. Yeah, that's fine. October 5th. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of information. Not a whole lot. Let's close this down. So yeah, I mean, it is interesting. It is interesting to say the least. But the fact that there's going to be a beta pretty soon is pretty good. So let's get back to actually working on this guy, huh? All right, so this is Sentinel Hill right here. You got the inn over there. Over this hill, in this little area here, we can see that I have a battered chest kind of marked. This little area here, there's some Defias. The reason why I'm saying this is a decent spot is like literally you just run through this area and you can pop into the inn and sell to the innkeeper. So we're gonna come take a look. I know when me and Lana did this, there was obviously 2 of us fighting these guys. Made it a lot easier. They are level like 12 and 13. Some of them I think sometimes were level 11. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at here. Let me pop one of each of these just to build that up, and we'll start grinding these guys out. Yeah, having 2 of us definitely speeds up the killing process for sure. And having her being able to heal with the Paladin definitely makes things feel a lot more safe. Oh, I should have gotten throwing daggers. Remind me next time I go back to town, I should probably find some.
Not enough energy. Not ready yet.
Not ready yet, he says. Got a lot more rested XP than I was expecting for like 4 days worth. It's almost a full bar.
I don't have enough energy. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
Alright, so for some reason that's all bugged out and I don't know why. Spacing scale. Why? Oh, why is my grids broken? I don't like that because I was using that for watching my health. Oh, give me a second. Add-ons. Like, did everything get broken? Here, give me a moment. I'm just gonna exit the game. I wanna look up Chris Forge and see if it got updated or not. Bum bum bum. Like, was there an update I'm like completely unaware of? Well, there's an update for Bagnon, so, or Bagnon and Grids. Sorry, Grid is the one I meant to say, being the more important one at this point. Okay, let's try that. Let's relaunch. Do, 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 do. I was exiting there, yes. My reason being is I was stealthed. Okay, that is much better. Okay, so let's drop the spacing, drop the scaling. There. Much better. Okay. I was stealthed. I know what I was doing. Generally. Do I have a death wish? No, no, no. No death wishes. I'm not a warrior.
It's too far away.
Come on. So this is going to be a little annoying. 3 pull. 2 of them are level 11, but
I don't have enough energy.
I don't know if that's going to be enough. Hell yeah, red Defiance mask. Look at. Oh. Looking awesome. I don't know if I'm ever going to take that off. Dude looks great. I think if I used evasion, I could probably handle all of them. Noise, I know, right? This makes me a little nervous.
Not ready.
Getting some greens, man. Not bad. That's some money. Alright. Got one on your pally and had to sell it? Yeah. Well, it's only usable by rogues though, right? So. Tell you what. This is gonna be is it too risky? Is it too ballsy to go for that? It's too risky. I was gonna sap the level 13 and fight the 11s. Come here, smuggler. There's often a chest around here as well.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Well, don't say you're in
It's
range.
too far away. I need to get closer.
It's too spicy.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Well, we just got this guy on us. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Why is this bird hitting so hard all of a sudden?
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, potential oh no, yeah.
Not ready yet.
Stupid bird.
Not enough energy.
Danger bird indeed, yeah. The worst kind of birds.
I can't do that yet.
So it still begs the question, is this a decent spot for this level? That I don't know. Like, the more I'm looking at it from a solo perspective as opposed to say like a duo, like as a duo side, this is an amazing spot. I think as long as we avoid the camp, we should be okay. 'Cause like the level 11s are nothing.
Not ready yet. I don't have enough.
And then it begs the question, is Moonbrook really the next spot to go, or do we stay here? Because some of these are level 13, like 12 to 13. Do we stay until level 15 instead of 14? Like, do you grind out that extra level? Might have to. Scariest, yeah, it's much scarier. Well, everything is going to be a lot scarier solo. You don't have, you know, a partner to back you up or anything like that. Especially when, like, your partner is someone who can heal. If you've at least got one healer in the group, all of a sudden things look 10 times easier. I'm like, on my warrior, I like rarely like find myself in a position where I'm like, oh yeah, this is probably going to get me killed. And I'm curious if I pull her. Come out this way. Okay, so didn't pull anyone from the camp. Yeah, you and your sick heals.
I can't do that yet.
The best heals. Oh, come on. Yeah. Because like on my warrior, like if I had, like if this was our duos and I was on my warrior, I would be charging into that camp without a hesitation. And like me and her have talked about it. We're like, okay, we'll kill both the 11s first, just so they die faster, and we'll move on. But you don't have to just kill Defias. I mean, anything around here is fair game, right?
Isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough.
At your service, yeah. I'm kind of curious though, like what are other people's opinions? Like, are you finding this to be an okay spot?
Not enough energy.
Or is it a little too risque for level 13? I guess technically level 12 to 14, so like if I was a lower level, like one level lower, would I feel safe coming here? I don't know. I don't know. This almost feels like... Wait, let me bring up my notepad. Right? Like, what if... And again, even these guys are a little higher than I was hoping for, because sometimes it got a little sketchy, right? You're dead. Yeah. Sometimes that got a little sketchy as well. Right, I'm just gonna move this over here so I have a better view. Let's shrink it just a smidge. Right, like, is 14 to 16 this stuff instead? And we say farm Defias. Because at least at 14, I'd feel a lot safer taking on, you know, possibly a camp of 3. That bird would have eaten your face. Yeah, yeah, right? So if you're like, okay, well, I'm grinding till 16, even at level 15, right? You got this guy that's only 2 levels lower. Sure, the 11s are like 4 levels lower, but that's safe, right? Which is probably the main part. And so, is that still a thing? Is this still a thing for 12 to 14? What level? Does anyone remember what level those kobolds were? Were they 11 and 12, or were they 10 and 11? I can't remember. Or are they like 10 to 12? I think they were 10 to 12, right? I was like, the level 13s make this very sketchy. Because then from there we could say 16 to 18. Doom Moonbrook. When you're a slightly higher level. From Defias again. That might make a little more sense, because then if you're heading out here, you're not completely wasting your time going out that way, because there's 2 things to do. And the other thing to... Here, let me just stall for a quick sec. Hide that. The other thing with Islamar is like, sure, we're farming here, but there are vendors down this way. I don't know what level range the mobs are here, and that's because there's more things to kill, more things to sell. My big issue is this is probably the best spot to get Briarthorn right now. So I think what I'm going to do, it's a little time intensive to kind of do this, but I think we're going to head back to the Islamar. We'll grind out here until 14, and there's still the vendor up in this little area. Once we hit 14, I do want to peek over here and see what we have. So we are going to Scaramouche for now. I do think it's a little risque being over here at this level. Solo. If you're in a duos, by all means, man, rack them up. And I'm actually kind of curious then, actually, like, how would like a duo Bloodbath kind of like work? How would that look, right? Could you take things a little riskier, fight things a little higher level, gain a bit more XP, level up a little faster? Those are all things to consider as potential options. Coyote meat, did I ever learn that recipe? Not yet. Okay. But we did get this. Yeah, because I'm basically at the point where I just need Briarthorn, because I got tons of these in the bank to level up. If we look at Atlas loot, crafting, alchemy. Let's give me a second here. Okay, so I'm not sure what it would be under. Okay, so it's under oil or miscellaneous. So Shadow Oil A requires level 24 to use it, and I require 165 alchemy. And I'm pretty sure the recipe is sold in Duskwood, so I got to keep an eye on how much that's going to cost. So that's the goal. That's like our like target. I want to get to Shadow Oil. Then we got to figure out where's the best spot to find Fade Leaf and Grave Moss. Dusker Wood. There is some Grave Moss here. There's some. And by level 24, I think we'd be fighting here anyway, so it's probably a good time to pick it up. Then it's Fade Leaf that's going to be my main concern. I'm not sure where the best spot for that is going to be. It's not going to be a Red Ridge. This is all some lower level stuff. Bruiseweed, yeah. Here, let me just look something up. WoW Classic, Fade Leaf. The object, please. So a good spot for Fade Leaf is Duskwallow Marsh. Stranglethorn Vale, Altric Mountain, Arathi Highlands, Swamp, Badlands, Hinterlands. Duskwallow, eh? It's like a level 30 zone, requires 160 herbalism. Okay. Ugh. Not sure. Okay. So it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit. That's okay. Dreamfoil. Oh, so much good stuff. Black Lotus. Alright, so yeah, I think we're just gonna finish off level 14 and then we're gonna learn skills. Because I think I got a new rank of Sinister Strike. Maybe one more point to dodge. The way this talent tree is set up, I hate. Because it's really kind of like forcing you into making weird partial decisions. Because I'm probably going to have to go 5 out of 5 for deflection just to get riposte. But then I'm putting 1 point into here, and then for the next 4 points is precision. But then I got to put a 5th point in so I can start getting dual wield. But then that stops at 4 so that I can get Blade Flurry. Like, it feels weird. I like most trees that are like, you can do 5, 5, 5, 5 kind of go. Like this tree can be much easier. You can do 5 in Malice, 2 in Murder. Pick what other one you want. Straight up 5 in here. Like you're never in this weird... Oh, you would want that, but you know what I mean. This tree's a little wonky because I think I end up having 4 out of 5 and then 4 out of 5 in Sword Spec. I think I grabbed Blade Flurry, 4, 2, and 3, and then Adrenaline Rush. And then it's like, okay, well, do I fill out this? You know, or do I just go straight into here and get the increased crit damage? Like, I find these very cool, like Ruthlessness and Relentless Strikes. Like, finishing moves, adding combo points, and then finishing moves, also restoring energy. Like, this is just a lot of sustain, right? Don't need anything past that. Like, none of the poisons matter. Like, to me, it's Malice, murder these guys, lethality, and that's pretty much it. Improved slice and dice and remorseless attacks aren't terrible, but I don't know. Don't know. I love the idea of subtlety. But I don't think it works in I don't know, like there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I think it'd be like worth trying. But I think combat's just straight up better for grinding. Sneezing today. And that's kind of something to consider, right? You go, okay, well, technically combat is better for grinding, but we're doing a hardcore. Would it make more sense to be as stealthy and defensive as possible? You know? What's premeditation adds 2 combo points to the target. 2-minute cooldown. But like 10% increased attack power. Resets everything. So, you know, if you need to vanish again, you can. You get hemorrhage, which increases damage dealt. I think like just having like the improved backstab or ambush, I think is pretty cool. Like you just open up with ambush on everything that you can. Ghostly strike gives you increased dodge. 75% chance to add an additional combo point to your target when you ambush. Garrote or kidney or cheap shot. I don't know if I would cheap shot though. Like I know it's a stun, you could be like semi-stun locking guys, but I think just opening up with ambush makes more sense. I think this gives you either a 90 or 100% chance to keep stealth after sapping. So this will allow you to like handle more situations with multiple mobs. You sap one and then open up with the other on the other with like ambush. Uh, 15% chance to add a combo point after dodging an attack, maybe. Like reduced cooldown on vanish and blind, probably amazing. Increases speed while stealth. Reduces the cooldown. Reduces the chance enemies will detect you while stealth. Like all of these are really good. Yeah, like this guy's level 10. This is a much safer spot to be. And not to mention they'll probably die a lot faster. Okay, so I kind of feel semi-validated for this spot here. If you're looking at something to be a little safer, and that begs again, like that's kind of where that question comes. If we're finding safer spots like this at this level range, do we necessarily need to be as stealthy and sneaky and try to be like super safe? Maybe not. Maybe we can go combat and just make sure that we can murder rate everything that's in front of us, right? So there's some questions about that.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
All right. so we're just gonna grind up some more mobs here. I guess now that we're kind of more in a grind session, I want to get some music going. It's not gonna be as much interruptions, if you will, but let's just turn the music off in here for now. Okay. Open up the Spotify. Alright, so stream beats. What do you got for me? Not sure how I feel about that album. Let's do that. Lana, can you let me know how loud the music is? Or if it's just fine? I don't want it being too loud. That you can't hear me talk and stuff. Or is it just right? I love how I missed something for someone running away. I'm going to turn that down just a smidge though. I'm going to drop that, I think, to 75 on stream. So it's not quite as loud. It's good. Well, it'll be good a little lower. Alright. We're on a rat extermination quest here. Dodge, miss, miss. Jesus Christ, dude. Where's my hit chance at? Some silver leaf. I don't know how much more of that I'm gonna need though. There's a couple guys I can actually probably go kill there. Usually that camp's pretty full of it. Seems to be by his lonesome, but we'll pull out of the camp just in case. I don't want respawns on my head. We'll grab the Mage Royal, because why not? Keeping an eye on the camp. What do you mean you can't hear it now? Are you telling me it's too low? I don't know what's going on with my Streamlabs. It's like barely. Everything's like stalled out on Streamlabs for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Okay, okay, I will turn it back up. I'll oh. Here, we'll do 90. Well, it's a little louder, but not too loud. How about that? A little more reasonable. Quite a few herbs along the way here. Bum, bum, bum. So, Lana, what are you playing tonight? What's your game plan for this evening? It's a lot of dudes. A little scurry. One thing I do find interesting, it was brought to my attention it's been a while, let's be real. But like these Telebeam bananas. Where the hell is Telebeam? Thinking either Warlock or Final Fantasy 14. And both are good options. Nothing wrong with either one. The only thing I will say, and this is, you can take this how you want. I do know, since you kind of stepped your toes back into the whole WoW scene, you haven't really touched your Final Fantasy too much. But both games are good. I personally enjoy a lot of this stuff. This is... I don't hate Final Fantasy 14, I don't. I just vastly enjoy WoW. And always have. Like, I've been playing WoW since... I don't know. Like, I started playing before, like, before Zul'Karub came out. Like, BWL was new. You need the regalia amount. You think you have a week to get to level 50 and then get the money for it? Hey, then, you know, that's something to work on, right? Like, what level are you right now on your black mage? Too many misses, Bob. You're 34. Oh, you got quite a bit of work to do then. Yeah. Alright, that's all our rested XP. Oh, you know what add-on's missing is my XP tracker. Where'd that go? Dude. Yeah, I see you're on. Where are you? There's nothing here for it. Well, that sucks. I don't know what happened to it. I'm gonna kill these dudes and then sell. So the one thing I would say for this whole Bloodbath achievement, the one thing that kind of does make it a little worse than say your typical like questing and stuff is if I am you know, just grinding out one type of mob in this one spot for X amount of levels, there's not a lot of variety. That is one thing. Like whereas you're questing, you're probably exploring a lot more things. Sure, you're still just killing a lot of stuff at the same time, but you're exploring more. There's a lot more that you're, you know, exposing the audience to. Whereas this is the same thing over and over for like 2 levels. You know, if it takes like an hour to grind out a level, then you know, you're looking at 2 hours just killing the same thing. Probably not the most interesting. So that is one downside to it. However, what I'm trying to do at the same time, you know, I'll get rid of that, it's fine. While I'm doing this, I'm also trying to semi-theory craft, you know, what's the best path for it. So I'm hoping that'll make things a little more engaging for some people. With like where it would be good to and safe to grind out mobs for an extended period of time. The thing is, like the Alliance, I don't really know the Alliance all that well. So this is all very new for me too. I'm a Horde player at heart. It's what I do, it's what I know. So I know the mobs a lot better out there. I don't know, but I don't mind trying new things like this because like I'm never killing these things. I think I've killed like these guys like once for the quest, but like I'm never playing Alliance or killing these dudes typically. So it's been interesting. So the other thing I kind of want to look at with alchemy is some of the other elixirs. So I know I got defense. I don't have Troll's Blood yet. Did I make any of them? I did not. Oh, I did. I don't have them on my bars. Why not? Stupid. Okay. Troll's Blood, defense, Lion, Ogre, Giants. So agility I don't have, but I think agility is an actual like drop. I don't think it's just taught. Wisdom's at 90, don't need that. Spell damage, don't need that either. Okay. Protection potions will be helpful. Yeah. Cat's Eye increases stealth detection. Not really going to be important for this character. Yeah, it's mostly just going to be end up getting the trying to get Shadow Oil. Yeah. Okay. And what's my herbalism up to? 76. That'll go up once we start collecting a lot more of the Briar Thorn and stuff like that. I think I said I needed like 165 or so for the Fade Leaf. Only a pain in the butt. So I'm not sure when I'll be able to actually safely get Fade Leaf. Unless I attempt like stealthing through Dust Swallow, but like I mean that's a death wish right there. You should pull alone. Good. Sluicindus. Let's do it. Yeah, I have to say I am kind of looking forward to the beta servers on the 5th for the fresh servers. But I'm kind of curious as to like what's that going to mean, and how is that going to affect the hardcore scene with the fresh servers? Like if that's what we're doing and that's where we're heading, it's not just like the whole road to rank. I think there's going to be more to it, obviously, but if we're going to be playing on the new servers and like that's the new home, I'm very curious what that's gonna like mean for achievements, stuff like that. Like what do they have planned? Like are there going to be like seasonal achievements, you know, like as new seasons come out, if it is a seasonal thing, right? Like there's no saying there absolutely will be, but it sounds like it would be. If they're planning on like implementing it all within a year, you could easily start a new set. Is it going to be 3 or just the 2? Okay, just the 2. That I'm okay with. If they're doing seasonal, are you kidding me right now? Like, why is it this happens all the time? Just one dude, like, it gets annoying. Ridiculous. Like that poison itself doesn't really hit that hard, but what? I wouldn't say I almost died. I was okay. It's just, I don't know. I just find it a little ridiculous how like a couple of misses and like some bad luck with getting hit with certain things, and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, you're less than half health within like half a second. You fight them one-on-one and it's like not a problem. It's like it doesn't even matter. Got 2.5 bars to go to 14. I'm very curious as to what's across the water, level-wise. might end up having to stealth part of the way, and that's okay. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping most things will be like level 12 and so on. Just because I would love to get a lot of the Briarthorn right now. Yeah, if this character died, I don't know what I would do. It was like, part of me likes the idea of like planning out this whole Bloodbath achievement thing, but I don't know if I'd want to do it again right away. Part of me wants to play Hunter, but obviously I can't play Hunter and do the Bloodbath. I mean, technically anybody could, you just no pet, and it's just like, then why even play Hunter? If you're gonna do the whole lone wolf, like, I mean, there is the whole lone wolf achievement, but that just seems stupid to me. You know, Lana, do you want to know what the silliest achievement would be to try and do? You go a hunter, you're like, I'm doing Bloodbath, lone wolf, because if I'm doing Bloodbath, no quests, melee only, you can only Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite, and that's it. How scary that shit would be. Probably long and boring. You have like almost no skills. That to me sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, that's a giant nope. I agree. But clearly there's a potential there for it, right? Like if you really just want to be like, I'm going for the stupidest, hardest achievement ever, that's probably one of them. As far as I would be, I could assume. Some of the other ones I find, and I'm not sure about. So like, if I'm looking at the mage options, so the mage ones are either frost, fire, or arcane. I'm pretty sure some people have done both the frost and the fire because there's tons of spells. There's, you know, a lot you can do with both. But arcane, I'm pretty sure all they have is arcane missiles. I mean, they got access to polymorph, cool. But offensively, all they really got is arcane missiles to really play with. So like, you would really need to like rely on a wand. I think it would be cool to try, but you don't get arcane missiles until like level 8. So those first few levels are just, what, the most nerve-wracking thing ever, just stabbing things because you can't use Frostbolt or Fireball that you start with. And like, good luck getting any like the earliest wand you're gonna get is probably from enchanting. But you're gonna need a buttload, and I need a buttload of linen to level up tailoring to the point where you can start making the robes to disenchant. And if you're only allowed to stab things for the first 8 levels, it's gonna take you a long time to kill anything to actually level up, but just to kill things to get the linen in the first place. That'd be the kind of thing where I think I would only probably try the arcane thing if I was in a duo maybe. And I had a partner that could kill most things. But at the same time, it's like, as annoying the first few levels would be, I think it would be interesting to try, as stupid as it sounds. Because eventually you'd get like 100% knockback resistance on arcane missiles, so they're all guaranteed to hit. I mean, there's something there. I think the arcane tree is pretty impressive for dealing a lot of like damage, a lot of crit chance stuff. There's like clear casting stuff for like free spells. I think part of it has like mana regen while casting, which is really solid. Alright, there's level 14. There we go, there we go. One more point into lightning reflexes. Alright. So that being said, I do want to go over here. I want to take a sneak peek. So I think we could probably cross the bridge. I think that's what we're going to do. Level 13 to 14 took 2 hours, but a huge chunk of that was like the beginning of this stream, looking up stuff, flying. I'm not too worried about that. Fingers crossed the mobs over there aren't like 18 plus or some stupid thing. Okay, so there's an engineer over here. Cool. Good to know. Why there's a random engineering trainer out here, I have no idea. But yeah, I do think, like, if you're gonna do the hardcore challenge, yes, you could say the challenge in itself is, you know, the challenge in itself. Well, level 18, great. So yeah. What I was considering, what I was gonna say is, like, if you're gonna do the hardcore challenge, I think there's some fun in it of attempting to do the extra challenges. This is probably suicide. But we're gonna stealth through here and just try to get more down in this area. What am I doing? I am what is referred to as sneaking through enemy territory. And maintaining a good distance. I can't go back now, it's too late. I've already committed. No, I'm alright. I was trying to see if there was briar thorn. I'm not really seeing any up here, so this was part of the what I needed to find out was how much briar thorn is there. If any popped up, I would not be popping out of stealth to get it. That would be suicide. But I am... Can you guys stop moving forward? Ah, shite. Yeah, you go that way. I'm gonna go this way. There's some mage oil up that way. Don't care about that. Oh, no. We're not trapped. We're not Hearthen. We're fine. Too many bears. Ah, we're out of bear territory. I want to get down to this way. That's the main goal right now. You see, all of a sudden, this bear, level 13, not so bad. There's some Briarthorn. Yeah, level 13 bears? Jokes. Jokes, I say. Got Briarthorn. We're grabbing that Briarthorn. Level 13, 14 bears don't scare me. It's not my funeral. It's fine. You panic too much. Peace Bloom don't really care about. And now that things are a little more in my level range, feel a lot more confident. What I don't want is multiple mobs on me. What quest is that? Don't know, don't care. We're not doing quests, remember? But we are getting Briarthorn. Top priority. Swift Thistle, always good. You want to know what it is. Why do you want to know what it is? It's Bingle is missing supplies. He's missing some stuff. That's about as much as I know. Just probably want to have you go and collect some shit, is my guess. Okay, so there's supposed to be a vendor amongst these guys. Yeah, it's way out in the boonies. Okay, so here's a vendor here. Cool. Alright. Anything here worth farming? Problem at level 14 is these are also level 14 mobs, which makes things a lot scarier. Which to me means this is probably a no-go for now. Making tea? Okay. So nothing really here worth grinding out for that vendor. So kind of a null point to think about him. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hearth back to Stormwind. I kind of gotta look at what I wanted to see. Ooh. Okay, so we did Cobalt's 12 to 14. Okay. Now is the time I would probably go and try and farm the Fias outside of Sentinel Hill, now that I'm 14. I'm gonna go get my 14 skills first from Trainer. Not sure how many I'm gonna get with 41 silver, but guess we'll find out. I'm guaranteeing I'm getting the Sinister Strike upgrade, but everything else is gonna be very dependent on how much money I have. But the fact that like all of these, like I've already spent the money getting these to 150, I feel pretty good that they're already kind of already at that point. Osborne, the Nightman. Train me. Sinister Strike. Okay, don't need backstab. Okay, so expose armor. Will I ever end up using it? Probably not. At least not right now. So Garrote requires stealth. Kick, parry. I think what I'm gonna do is that. Kick and parry. There we go. I have like no money left, but that's okay. I'm not buying these because I'm not going daggers, and I'm just gonna use Eviscerate as my finisher. So I'm just gonna leave that be. Garrote just requires stealth, so this gives me a stealth opener now, as opposed to like ambush or backstab. So if I am in stealth, I can at least do it. Gives me something. Sinister Strike is now up to rank 3. I do want kick. Maybe I'll move kick there, just so I have a quick way to interrupt spells and stuff. And I guess the next thing I'm hoping to buy, I don't know if they're gonna have them cheap enough or not, but although I do have some linen I can probably sell, so I'm not gonna need all that. So I think I'm up to wool. The point of wool cloth now, yeah. I need to buy some throwing knives. I'm all out. General supplies are in here. Let's trade general goods. Oh yeah, there's plenty. Do you have better ones? You do. 75. Requires level 22 for those. 75 copper. Those are like next to nothing. Let me grab 2 stacks of these, I guess. It's not some, that's some decent damage on it. And that'll also allow me to catch people running if I have to. I'll need another beverage here in a second, so I'll grab that once we're flying over to Sentinel Hill. Perfect. I'll be right back. Ow. Oh, give me a minute here, folks. Cool. Alright, let's give this a whirly bird. Actually, I don't like that over there. I want this. I'll have to find a better setup for that. Might as well kill you, you're here. Their throwing hits quite hard, I must say. I should probably pot up as well. Got all the buffs that we can. Cool. I don't think the trapper throws. Two smugglers, they're gonna throw. Take this one out first, I guess. Don't want more peaceful, I want more Briarthorn. It's not rocket science, people. Alright, so what's Sap a level 12, go on to 11. It'll be a 2-on-1 for a little bit. If I need to pop evasion, I can. I do have a potion. Okay, so he's out of that. Oh, he blocked it. Shit. I just had to block my gouge. That hurt. Didn't want to have to potion, but it's fine. Now that the camp's been cleared out, it should be a lot easier to maintain, because they'll respawn a little slower, like one at a time as opposed to all three of them being here. The hard part's done. That's what I'm getting at. Where are you guys at? Making a liar out of me now? And there's no way this coyote's not coming, right? Oh, he didn't. Interesting. This is what I mean. Like, it's a lot easier to be running through this camp now that it's all basically been cleared out. They'll respawn at different times. Boom, 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 boom. Good stuff. Level 13. So yeah, this is a pretty decent spot to be grinding overall. I like it. Can dude spawn on your head? Yes. That is the one downside. It is a very tight spot. But overall, I think it's worth it. If you're like a different class, like with like ranged spells and stuff, I think you'd have probably a lot easier time than the rogue, but hard to say. I'm not really sure what other classes you would want to try and do the Bloodbath achievement on. The one thing I'm always doing is checking the camp first, because if there is a respawn here, I do want to clear it out first. Just to maintain the emptiness of the camp, basically. I don't want it to get to a point where it's back to the situation it was where there was 3 of them there. That's not going to be good for us. So We'll kill other ones, but if there's a respawn in the camp, we want to kill that one first. What are these? +1 agility? I already have those, like specifically. It's like some mobs just put up such a struggle about getting hit that even though like everyone else their level would have died, they're like, nah, not today, son. And like they almost kill you, even though this guy was like 2 levels lower than me. I'm trying to see how much a 1 point slice and dice like per mob, like, even just for that fight, if it makes sense. But I don't know. Oh, come on. Human warrior. So 2 kind of respawned, but I was able to kill the one before this one really noticed, which was nice. And a chest respawned as well. Ah, you stupid thing. Might sit to eat, but ooh. It's like a 2 silver recipe, I guess, just under. So there've been, like, you know, some close calls here now, but I think being level 14 and having the like improved Sinister Strike that we have, I feel a lot more confident being here. Because now like the level 12s are technically like 2 levels under us instead of just 1. it might not sound like it makes that big of a difference, but it really does. Especially for like chance to hit and stuff like that. I know we're still missing a lot, but if they were, we'd have a worse time only being one level up. Legs are half full, basically. So, what I was thinking of doing is, if this pans out and this ends up working, I'll probably make like a proper like guide video on like where I leveled and the little guide that I'm like trying to put together. I'll probably just use like the clips of where I dinged and just do like a voiceover kind of a thing on it. How many people are interested in the whole Bloodbath achievement? I have no idea. It is a little more monotonous, a little more boring. I will give it that. But it's something to try once, I think. Just see what you can do. Will this make it to 60 doing this? I have no idea. Is there tons of potential grinding spots? Absolutely. Are there a lot of potential grinding spots that are actually good, like with a vendor, like I've been trying to do? Like, oh well, at least a vendor within like earshot? Don't know. We'll do our best to find as many as we can. I think it'll be interesting. Oi, get out of here. Still my mobs. Drewington. Thing is, I don't know if he's killing them for the quest or just killing things to kill things. 'Cause he's all over the place. But yeah, I would definitely say this is a decent spawn rate for, like, I haven't really stopped fighting things since we've been here, more or less. I'm really happy about that. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Is she okay? Weapon enchant. Alright. Kill this dude, and then I think we're gonna head back to town. Sell what we can, and then we'll just come on back. Veteran's girdle. Making a new noise. Okay. Once I get into to town here. I'll take a quick look. He's being funny, you say? There's a general goods vendor down this way. So if you run to the back, you'd actually have quicker access. Okay. For now, the linen I'm actually going to sell. And my reasoning behind it is we're getting so much of it, and it's just a good source of income at this point. Back up to 37, it's not bad. Okay, let us have a listen. Okay, I was gonna say it's still saying downloading video, but oh, you're too cute. Oh, okay. Oh, another video? Oh, jeez. Sounding like a dinosaur indeed. I mean, she's starting to find her voice, right? Mr. General Goods Vendor, what do you have? Got some vials. Dyes. Oh, sorry. Alright. Let's pop on out and go kill some more. She hasn't stopped doing it? No. It's been rather intriguing watching her grow and develop. Alright, can I just pull the one? Yes. Very good, very good. I'm glad I killed the one dude at the camp before we left, because otherwise camp would be full. Dude, where are you going? Get back here. Gotta work on that thrown weapon, apparently. Is it not showing up in the phone? In the app? Because I put it in. Oh, did I? Oh, I might not. I might not have, actually. Give me a minute. It's going on that 3-hour mark, though. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put it in. Give me a second. No, it's not you, that's me. I want to say about there. It was about 1:30, so yeah, it's been about 3 hours. She should eat again. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. What are you guys doing? This is... Oh, you want the copper. Okay, okay. Kill your dude and then be gone with ye. I lay claim to this land. Stupid trappers. Oh, that missed. Can you quit running for like 10 years? Like, what is the point of running? Drurington, what are you doing out here? You're messing with my stuff, man. Like, you're level 17, go fight something else. 16, sorry. Still. Go fight other shit. Messing with my mojo. I'm gonna go spice things up a little bit. I wanna go, I'll stay away from that dust devil thing. But we're gonna go take a look at Moonbrook, I think. Because I know the mobs are like level 14-ish, 14, 15, from what I remember, when we went and took a look the other day. Mostly also trying to find frickin' Briarthorn, but like it's not spawning anywhere. I wouldn't typically suggest doing this, but I am curious. Like, he's level 13. What's wrong with that? There, you come here. Thirteen's doable. Pillagers are the ones I'm mostly scared of. Any little chesty things in here? Nope. Okay. Okay, so we do have the kick, so we gotta remember that. Like, that one fireball hit so hard. Like, how much damage was that? 86 fireball. That's insane. Death Wish? No, 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 no. No Death Wish. No Death Wish. We're okay. We're okay. That's a Death Wish. So if I'm not mistaken, there's a vendor in this building here to my left, like the inn. But there's usually a lot of mobs inside as well. Oh, you came up behind me. I'll gouge into a bandage. The disarming is a little annoying, I must say. But yeah, not typically a spot you want to be, unless that's Briar thrown up there. It is, it is. And thanks to the hunters for clearing almost all this out. So, free Briarthorn. So looter there. Looter there. So I'm not actually going to be exploring dead mines here. Just every now and then, if you can get lucky. Sometimes there's a chest right here, but not today. And that's okay. Got up behind him. Although, I guess the other finishing move I would probably pick up and use other than Eviscerate would probably Rupture. Just for more bleeds. Especially on something that's going to survive a little longer. But yeah, this is a little above my pay grade right now. Just a little bit. I think 2 more levels. I think level 16 is probably going to be the appropriate level for it. So I think that's okay. I'm going to head back to where I was. I just kind of wanted to get an idea. Well, a better like solo idea. Like as a duo, I think you could do it a little lower. And why? Well, let me ask you this, Lana. Why is it you always assume I have a death wish just because I decided to get a little adventurous? Huh? Why is that? Can't even take a little sneak peek. Actually, what I do want to do is find a new... The next set of weapons is going to be at level 15 plus. That camp being full again is annoying, but is what it is, I suppose. Just trying to change things up a little bit. Got a little risque. Where's the fun if there's no risk? Just, you know, every now and then you have to go into a cave. You got to do the dangerous thing because it adds a little spice to life, right? Died killing Murlocs. This is true. This is true. But to be fair, it was on a rogue that you never played before, so you didn't exactly know what you were capable of in that moment. I do wholeheartedly think you could have survived if you knew what your class was capable of, like what you're able to do at that point, or the skills you had. And that's only going to come with practice. Even me with the paladin, like I rarely play pally. Like I completely forgot I had lay on hands when he died. Like I completely was oblivious to it, and I was like, oh, yep, I guess I'm dead, you know. So like I could. Oh, you didn't. I didn't have bandages at the time. Yeah. But like, if I look at your even for me with this rogue, I've never really played rogue myself. I kind of have a feel and an idea of how the class is played and what's going on. But I'm still figuring it out as I go. I don't think, if this was a trapper, I'd feel a lot more confident that I could pull him alone. But the fact that it's a smuggler and he's just gonna sit there and like throw stupid shit at me the whole time. So I want to sap the trapper and then go after smuggler. Could you not miss? That'd be great. Could you stop missing? Like, that's 2 sinister strikes that he's missed already. Oh, it's so bad. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Backstab hit for 48. Oh, rip. Like, I thought I had a bit more time before I had a potion. I was not expecting that. Because 48 is like 3 other normal hits. He was like near death. Or the smuggler was near death. But like, I turned to hit the smuggler. This wasn't really that risque. Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright, log out. Alright. Yeah, F's in chat apparently. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. And again, this is like the enemy, like my attacks missed so many times too. I was just talking about it like when the first guy was killing. Like, had he died a lot faster, I think it would have been okay, but yeah, there's definitely things I could have done. I could have potioned sooner and stuff, but okay. So new character. I'm gonna have to create a new thumbnail, but I mean, technically it's 5 o'clock. Which is normally when I end, but I didn't start until almost 3. Yeah, it was a 2:45. Okay. Let's plan out what our next thing is gonna be and then kind of go from there. Okay, so under rules, the new achievements list? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, so do we kind of know what class that we're interested in? I was thinking Hunter. The problem with Hunter, the only one I think I would be interested in doing is Mortal Pet, where if the pet dies, you know, release entertainment for another one. That'd probably be my only one. But there's tons of other like generic ones that they've recently added. I'm not sure what we're gonna go for. So some are probably going to happen no matter what. Like Power from Within is just doing it with no world buff, so I'm not concerned about that. It's probably going to happen. Nobody got time for that, doing no professions, but if I'm doing a hunter, I'm probably going to go engineering, because if I do a hunter, I'll probably do dwarf. Oops, let's bring this back up. I don't think I want to do night elf hunter. So if I go this dude, he'll start with guns. He has skill in guns increased. We go engineering, we can create our own. You vote arcane mage? Oh, are you kidding me? That's your vote? Arcane mage? To see what can be done? Oh, why you do this to me? You hurt. Okay, so Arcanist, complete the hardcore challenge using only abilities within the arcane and general tab of your spellbook. No spells outside of those listed under arcane or general are allowed. You are allowed to put points into the talent trees, but active abilities thus unlocked that are not in the arcane tab of your spellbook are not to be used. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, if I'm doing that, I am not doing any of the other challenges. That alone is going to be annoying as hell. Okay, let me open la 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 la. Why is this one not opening? Bear with me for a quick second here. They're eating the marshmallows from the Lucky Charms. Why not just eat the Lucky Charms? Why are you not working? Thank you. Bear with me a quick sec here. Now let's get this over here so you can kind of see. I'll kind of shorten that up, but then I'll zoom in on what we have here. Actually, I guess I'll open this up a bit more that way. Something of that nature. Yeah. Okay. So what you're looking at wanting me to do is this as an arcanist. That is scary. So if that's the case, actually let me actually want to reset this. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're trying to put me in a tough spot, but go ahead, classic. I want to kind of get an idea of like what I'm getting into. So database, spells, abilities, mage, arcane. Okay, so I have access to arcane intellect. Cool. I can conjure my own food and water and polymorph. I'll get arcane missiles at level 8. Although, okay, arcane explosion's not terrible. Arcane missiles, arcane explosion. But I honestly think that's all I have. I do get blink. I get my teleports. I'm curious. Okay, so cryomancers and pyromancers do not gain access to intellect, conjure food, conjure water. I think that's fair because they were originally saying, like on their classichc.net. I don't know if this has been updated or not. Complete using only arcane spells, but in the details part, like here they're saying conjure food, conjure water, and buffs such as arcane intellect are allowed. So I don't. You say in theory it should be easy. It'll be easy to not buy the spells. Well, if you're reading the new rules, I want to say they don't. Based on these new rules, this is specifically saying no spells outside of the fire or general tab are allowed. So no arcane intellect for the fire dudes, no portals, no blink, no conjure water. Right? Frost is saying nothing outside of Frost or general. Arcanist is arcane or general. So yeah, like right now the two are conflicting with each other, but I think this is the most up-to-date one. I just don't think the website's been updated. And personally, I feel that is fair, like the way this is, because I don't think it's cool that fire and frost dudes can go, well, I want to use my buff and conjure my own food and water and teleport, even though they're all arcane spells. Right? So like if these two are allowed to dip into arcane, why is arcane not allowed to dip into these? So I feel this version of the rules is probably the most fair, considering it's already like nigh impossible for the arcane mage to do enough damage. We do get counterspell. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in here. You get your teleports, your portals. I guess you're not really going to need the full portal, just the teleports are going to be important. Mage armor for resistances. Conjure mana jade. I'm assuming evocation. Is evocation in here? I don't know if that came out with this version of the game or not. So yeah, I only have 2 damaging spells. Arcane missiles, arcane explosion. And I don't get missiles until level 8. So what are we doing until level 8 to deal damage? Probably just poking. And I'm pretty sure... Okay, I do want a talent calculator because I do want to kind of look this up before we kind of do all this. And then the other thing I want to look at is item, weapon, wands. Yeah, I kind of want to get an idea of what wands we're looking at as potentials. I think that's about it for the moment. Okay, so let's double check wands. I want to say up to level 8, just because that's by that point there we've got arcane missiles. I just want to see what kind of wands we can get up to that point. Okay, so there's a couple. So this elven wand, ignore that. Let's get rid of this. The fact that this is dark shore, you're not getting there to like level 10, 11 plus. So this is not a thing. Alchemist wand, I have no idea what this is. Doesn't say where it's from. Deprecated. So I think this is no longer in the game. Fire wand, a random drop by level 7, or the lesser magic wand with enchanting. So this is our only option by level 5. So we still, so from 1 to 5 we're still stabbing, right? And if we need to get to 35 enchanting, or sorry, 10 enchanting, lesser magic essence, simple wood, we need some things to DE. All right. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. It's gonna be scary as hell, but I think it could be fun. Could be interesting. Actually, before we get into this, I mean, I need to put the music back on. I mean, in-game audio. There we go. That feels better. Okay. So we're going mage. So our options are human or gnome. Increased intellect. This was not my original plan. I was planning on doing hunter, but this has been requested, so you know what? Let's give it a whirl. I like the idea of a challenge within the challenge. I like the achievement system. I think they're worth trying and having fun with. You're saying gnome. I'm thinking gnome as well. Stealth detection's irrelevant. Spirits, not like this would be like good for like mana regen. Mages can use swords. Swords would hit a little harder than maces or than daggers would. Like, I think I have to go train the skill, but it could be done. Although they do start with staves, which is already a two-handed weapon. So I don't think it's the end of the world. And like the sword skill, I don't think it's going to be a huge deal, and like bonus rep, I'm not sure if that's really going to make a difference. With gnomes, increased intelligence means we're going to have more mana. Resistance to arcane damage irrelevant. Engineering skill irrelevant for this class, for this character. I'm not doing engineering. Although maybe like after we get our wand, do we go engineering? And like, you know, have ourselves some bombs and stuff? Maybe? And they do have an escape. I don't think we're going Horde. I think we're gonna stay Alliance. Let's do Gnome. Let's change things up. We did Human twice already. Is enemy gaming hardcore? You know what? You're perfectly fine the way you are, sir. Okay. He is created. I want to play it. I want to start, but it's already like 20 after 5. We need to make dinner. Lana's streaming tonight. I gotta watch the kids. And I'm gonna need a new thumbnail. Yeah, so only 2.5 hours. I was looks just like me. I mean, I just need to grow this out a little bit longer. Yeah, we'll get there. God, I want to play it, but I'll wait. I'm not sure what to name this series. I'll come up with something. Just like the Rogues Not So Deadly Bloodbath. That ended a lot faster than I expected. I'm really upset. I did not think I was going to die there. It just happened so fast. Okay. Well, I'm going to end things here. I'm probably going to quickly make myself my thumbnail. And then, yeah. We'll continue. We'll start this guy tomorrow. And, see what we can do. Alright. Take care. Bye.